The STV News at 6.
2 years after quitting motorsport as one of Scotland's most accomplished racers, Dario Franchitti's launched a new initiative aimed at nurturing the nation's young drivers. The four-time IndyCar champions teamed up with Ecurie Ecosse to provide the backing required to help produce a new generation of champions. Our sports news correspondent Grant Russell reports.
Back in his homeland, looking to help raise the next generation of Scottish motorsport, Dario Franchitti, one of the nation's most successful sportsmen, is teaming up with a grand old name in Ecurie Ecosse to provide backing and crucial funding to the next potential stars of the sport.
There's really been a hole there, and you've had to, as a driver now, you had to do it all yourself with your family, and racing is expensive, we know that, and there's definitely an element of helping to finance the right drivers, advice, guidance, you name it.
Franchitti was forced to retire from IndyCar 2 years ago through injury, but having himself had the support of Sir Jackie Stewart and the father of former F1 driver Paul di Resta in his formative years, he hopes to put something back in through the new initiative.
I was given a lot of help on the way up through, and if I can do that for some drivers, it was great to be able to help Paul out with him coming through. His dad helped me out to be able to put something back as well. It feels good.
Ecurie Ecosse are famous for their success at Le Mans in the 1950s and for their hand in the development of the last generation of great Scottish racers, and they see an opportunity to revive their famous name by plugging a gap for today's young talent.
I think the impact that Ecurie Ecosse will have on my career is that it will give me that essential backing which will allow me to boost myself up through the ranks and hopefully end up driving an Ecurie Ecosse car professionally.
We've had several world champions. I mean, Jim Clark, Jackie Stewart, and of course Alan McNish is a world sports car champion as well. And Ecurie Ecosse won the C2 World Championship in 1986, as well as Le Mans twice. So I mean, we have got a great heritage, and it is very important to keep that going.
Ecurie Ecosse have their rightful place in Scottish motorsports history books, and by teaming up with one of the nation's greatest exports, they're hoping to give themselves a modern-day relevance. And who knows, maybe just one day they could set Scotland's next world champion on his way to greatness. Grant Russell, STV News at Knockhill.